Now today we will try to continue the same derivation and try to get this simplified expression in terms of n and all. Okay, so same derivation will continue. Now if you go back to this particular PV diagram, let us consider the process 1 to 2. Suppose it is a polytropic. So if it is polytropic, it will be as per P1 V1 to the power of n is equal to P2 V to the power of n, or PV is equal to constant. PV to the power of n is equal to constant. So I am going to substitute for V2 by V1 in terms of pressure. Okay. For that, what I am going to do? So consider the process. Consider the process 1 to 2 as per your polytropic. That is, it is PV to the power of n is equal to constant. So I can write P1 V1 to the power of n is equal to P2 V2 to the power of n, or I can write so V2 by V1, okay, is equal to P1 by P2 whole to the power of 1 by n. Okay, V2 by V1, I can write it as P1 by P2 whole to the power of 1 by n. So I am going to substitute for V2 by V1 in equation 2 from by this expression. So, okay, substitute for V2 by V1 in equation 2. So then what will happen to your compressor work? Your compressor work WC is equal to n by n minus 1 into, so I can write either P1 V1 or MRT1, doesn't matter. Let me write P1 V1, that is equation 1. Sorry. Equation 1. So P1 V1 into, so P2 by P1 I'll write it separate, into V2 by V1 I can write it as P1 by P2 whole to the power of 1 by n minus 1. So now if you look at it, I can write, see the same expression, I can simplify as n by n minus 1 P1 V1 P2 1. If I take the denominator, which is 1 by n, actually I can write it as 1 minus 1 by n divided by P1 1 minus 1 by n, okay, minus 1. Or I can write, what will happen if I take n common, this will become n minus 1 by n. Okay, this will become n minus 1 by n. Or I can write it as WC is equal to, that is work of compression is equal to n by n minus 1 into P1 V1. So P2 by P1 whole to the power of n minus 1 by n minus 1. Okay, this I am calling it as equation number 3. If I want, I can write the same expression in terms of MRT1 also. Or I can write it as WC is equal to n by n minus 1 MRT1 into P2 by P1 whole to the power of n minus 1 by n minus 1. So I can call that as equation number 4. So this is the expression in terms of only pressure. So P1 V1, or in terms of, so P2 by P1 is your pressure ratio. Okay, what is my pressure? So what is your compression pressure ratio? What ratio? That is actually, I'm going to compress the fluid entering at 1 bar and exiting at 10 bar. So then 10 by 1 is your pressure ratio. Okay. Now the process is adiabatic. Okay. If n is gamma, that is adiabatic. So what will happen to your compression ratio? I can do the same thing. So you can do the same derivation actually. This wherever n is there, I will just replace with gamma minus 1. So this will be P1 V1 into P2 by P1 whole to the power of gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. Okay. Or I can write in terms of RT1 or MRT1, I can write the same thing as gamma by gamma minus 1 into MRT1 into P2 by P1 whole to the power of gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. Okay. I can call this as equation number 5. Now if you look at it actually, now the moment n becomes gamma, if you go back and see here, the moment n is varying from, say n is varying from isothermal, that is 1, to gamma, which is, so what's happening? I'm moving from this side. I'm moving towards right side. So for a polytropic process, n is equal to 1.1. For a polytropic process, n is equal to 1.2. For a polytropic process, n is equal to 1.3. Or for a polytropic process which is equal to your gamma or adiabatic, so the work of compression keeps increasing. So isothermal is having the lowest possible work, and your adiabatic will having the highest possible work, and all your polytropic, that is actual, comes in between your isothermal and adiabatic. Okay. Suppose this value of n is equal to 1. Okay, what will happen if n is equal to 1? What will happen to its compression ratio? So this is equal to, I can write it as, see what will happen to your, wherever you have n, I can just replace it, go back to this particular thing. Work of compression will be simply P1 V1 ln of V2 by V1. Okay, so I can write it as, so if you go back and write this work of compression, what I wrote here, so this expression, I will take this expression, okay, this expression, I can write it as minus P1 into V1 minus V0 minus P1 V1 ln of V2 by V1 minus P2 into V3 minus V2. Okay, your work of compression for an isothermal process, I can write it as minus P1 into V1 minus V0 minus P1 V1 into ln of V2 by V1 minus P2 into V3 minus V2. Or I can write here, so V0 is equal to, V0 is what is actually, if you go back and see, what is your V0? V0 and V3, they are both are 0. So the first expression will become simply minus P1 V1. So this will become minus P1 V1 minus P1 V1 ln of V2 by V1, okay, plus P2 V2. Or I can write P2 V2 minus P1 V1. Okay, here what will happen? So here P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 because PV is equal to constant. So automatically these things they simply cancel out. I am left with only, see why this minus? Minus is because it is because of the compression. That's it. So this will become minus P1 V1 ln of V2 by V1, or I can write in terms of pressure, that is P1 V1, I can write it as, so P1 V1 ln of P1 by P2. So this I am calling it as equation number 6. So this is the isothermal compression. So if you want, I can write, so note here, negative means compression. This is the compression work. So compression work. So I am trying to do this work on your compressor. Now what I want is actually, see you have the expression for, you look at this equation, yeah. So you have the equation for the polytropic process, which is equation 3 or 4. You have the equation for adiabatic, which is equation 5, and you have the equation for your maybe isothermal, which is equation 6. So what I want is actually, you people just go to an Excel sheet, okay, Excel sheet, and try to do this exercise. I want you people to do this homework. What is it actually? And just tell me what is the nature of the plot. Okay, you take your W on y-axis, and for different pressure ratios, okay, starting from say 0, 0.1, whatever it may be, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. So anyway, you are doing in Excel, You can go up to pressure ratio of 4 or 5, whatever it may be. Go up to 5 or 10, whatever choice is given in steps of 0.1 or 0.2. Okay. For try to calculate, so try to get the plots. Okay. Try to get the plots. Get the plots for, okay, for n varying from 1 to 1.4 in whatever may be the steps. You want it in 0.5, 1, 1.5, sorry, 1, 1.05, 1.1, 1.15, 1.2, 1.25, 1.3, 1.35, 1.4. So you are doing an Excel sheet or you can write a program, whatever it may be. Try to show me how the work and your pressure ratio, how this work is getting. See, here I showed you. See, this is what I showed you. This is theoretically. Try to get that on the using your Excel sheet. Either use Excel or a computer program. A computer program and try to plot it and get it. So I want to be able to submit it. So I'm going to add some weightage to it actually. So if someone does a computer program and try to get this particular thing, so I want this particular thing. I want to go for an alternate assessment kind of a thing. Maybe assign some 1 or 2 marks for this kind of a thing. So this is an assignment. This is an assignment for 1 mark or whatever. So 2 marks or whatever. So for the Excel, and you have to analyze it and try to write the comments. So comment on the plot. So if you're able to do this, so 2 marks, I'm going to assign this. I'm going to assign it on a Google Classroom. You got it? So this is the work of compression for different process: polytropic, adiabatic, and your isothermal. For all these 3 separate things, try to do that and try to plot it. Got it? Okay. Is it clear? Any doubts? Mohit or Muhammad and all?
So what value should we take for P1, V1, sir? Keep it arbitrary or is it some specific value?
That's what, no, it's open-ended. You take
Oh, okay,
P1 is
sir.
equal to atmospheric. P2, you take the ratio. So you take the ratio from, see, 0.1, some example I told. You can start with 1, 1.1, 1.2, something like that. Pressure ratio, which is more than 1.
Okay,
So
sir.
whatever the value you want, you plot it. Try to cross-check that, what you are getting.
Yes, sir.
For different pressure ratio, how your work done is, see, we showed it on the PV diagram. That's a different story. But for different pressure ratio, how your work done is behaving, that is not shown, which I want you people to do it using Excel sheet or program. So you see, already ready-made formula is there. You put some value, P1, V1, you assume something. V1 you assume as 0.01 meter cube. Okay, P2, for different values of P2 by P1, you try to plot it.
Yes,
Once
sir.
setting up the Excel, once you set up the column, it's just like dragging up. That's it. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Try to do this exercise because this will give a lot of understanding. Okay. So if it is clear, then we'll go to the next topic. We'll go to the next topic, which is work done. We are done for a expression for the work done without clearance. Now try to, because the work done, see, all your cylinders, what we see, there is an IC engine or compressor, will have a certain amount of clearance. Why? Because we have to cylinder head and all has to get placed there. So there is always a volume which is left as a clearance, and that volume will always remain in your cylinder. Okay, what we spoke was without clearance, that's an idealistic condition. Now the actual condition we'll try to derive it. So expression for work done, expression for work done with clearance. This is for once again a single stage reciprocating compressor. Okay, so now let's try to draw the PV diagram. So the PV diagram looks something like this. So this is my pressure, this is my volume. So I have the pressure which goes in this y direction and V in the x direction. So here what will happen? See, it is sucked. See, inlet pressure. See, it has to be at some pressure. So it goes like this. Okay. Then there is a little bit of compression. The compressor may be polytropic or any kind of. So let me call it as polytropic only, because it can be anything from isothermal to your maybe adiabatic. Then there is what is we call it as exhaust. Okay. This goes in this direction. That is where you have a receiver or some kind of a cylinder or a tank and all will be there, which is maintained at some pressure, and there is a little bit of clearance is there. But here this will be there, but this particular thing, this is at a little bit lower pressure. This is how. So if I call this as 0.4. Now, what is your stroke volume? If you closely observe, so this is V1 and this is your V3. So this is your stroke. Okay, this is your stroke. So V1 minus V3. V1 minus V3 is your stroke volume. And what is your V3? So this is your clearance volume. So V3 is your clearance volume. That means if I try to write this particular thing, here I have my clearance volume. And if suppose this is my inlet pressure, this is we call it as some tank pressure or receiver pressure, whatever it may be. This will be your receiver pressure. And if you closely observe, your P3 is equal to P2 and your P1 is equal to P4. Okay, this is what we are going to have a P-way diagram for a reciprocating compressor with some clearance. Now, what will be the compressor? See, N is the same. See, N is nothing but your polytropic process. Now, what is the work done for the compression? See, compressor work is given by, compressor work is given by adding up the work done from all the processes. What is this actually? If I tell WC is equal to W1 to 2, W2 to 3, W3 to 4 plus W4 to 1. Okay. So what will be the expressions actually? We know that it is integral of PdV. This is from 1 to 2. This is integral of PdV from 2 to 3. This is integral of PdV from 3 to 4. This is integral of PdV from 4 to 1. So now write the expressions for each and everything and try to add it. Now what are the expression for this particular thing? See, even this is also according to your polytropic only. Your 3 to 4, whatever we see, even though it's a very small expansion kind of a thing happens, but that is also polytropic. Now for a process 1 to 2, what is it actually? It is polytropic. I can write it as P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by N minus 1. Okay. Then your process 2 to 3 is actually constant pressure. So I can write it as P2 into, okay, final volume, that is V3 minus initial volume, that is V2. Okay. Then you have, see, if I take compression as positive, then your expansion will be negative. So I can write it as minus, that is P4 V4 minus P3 V3 divided by N minus 1. Okay. Plus P4 or P1, whatever it may be, I can write it as V1 minus V4. Okay. Now let us try to open all the brackets and try to simplify this. So therefore, your WC is equal to, I can write it as P1 V1. If I take n minus 1 as common, let me take n minus 1 as common and try to simplify everything. Okay, let me try to simplify everything. So W of compression is equal to, I can write it as P1 V1 minus P2 V2. So this will be n minus 1. So this will be n into P2 V2, okay, minus n into P2 V3, okay, n into P2 V3 minus P2. So n into P2 V3 minus n into P2 V2, okay, minus of, we have 1, that is, therefore it will be P2 V3. So minus into minus, it is plus P2 V2 minus P4 into V1. So minus into minus, it is plus, okay, P4 into V4, sorry, P4 into V4 minus P4 into V4, okay, minus into this thing will be plus. So this will be P3 into V3 plus n into, okay, n into P4 into V1, okay, P4 into V1 minus n into P4 into V4, okay, then minus. So it is minus into P4 into V1. So minus into minus, it is plus P4 into V4, whole thing divided by n minus 1. Okay, one step I'm trying to write. So now if you look at it, say you have P1 V1, okay, and see here PV4 is equal P1 V1, then what else? What else gets cancelled? P2 minus P2 V2, then P2 V3. See, you have minus P2 V2 plus P2 V2, okay, then you have P1 V1 which is P1 V1. So if I, instead of P4, I can say P4 is equal to P1. Okay, P4 is equal to P1. I can write this one. This is one. I can write it as P1 only. So this will become, wait a minute. So I can write it as P1 only. P1. So this will become, so plus P1 minus P1 V1. Okay, then minus P2 V3. Okay, minus P2 V3 plus V2 P2 V3. Okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So two more terms. That is actually my V4, P1 V1, P1 V4. It's actually P1 V4. So P1 V4 plus P1 V4, yeah, minus P1 V4. So this P4 means it is P1. Okay, P1 is equal to P4. So this one and this one just cancel out because P1 is equal to your P4. So all these terms just cancel out. So what I am left with actually, your work of compression, I am left. We have to be a bit careful here. Okay. So if I take n outside, because n is common for all the things, I can take n by n minus 1. So what I am left with, it is P2 V3, okay, minus P2 V2, okay, plus P1 V1, then minus P1 V4. Okay, I'm left with only 4 terms. Okay. P2 V2 minus, P2 V3. P2 V3. P2 V3 minus P2 V2 plus P1 V1 minus P1 V4. Okay. So I can rewrite this particular thing. So I can write it as n by n minus 1 minus P2 V2 plus P1 V1 on one side. On other side I can write P1 V4, okay, plus P2 V3. So see, the negative term represents it's a compression work. Okay, negative means actually here the negative means it's a compression work. So the negative means it's a compression work. Okay, so I can take the minus outside. If I take minus outside, what will happen? This will be WC is equal to minus n by n minus 1, or I can write P2 V2 minus P1 V1, okay, one side. Another side I can write it as minus n by n minus 1. I can write P2 V3 minus P1 V4. I'm rewriting, that's it. Okay, one is an expansion ratio, other one is the compression ratio. So V3 by V4 is expansion ratio. If you go back and see here, V3 by V4 is expansion and your V2 by C or V2 by V1 is a compression. Okay, so compression and there is an expansion. Okay, 1 to 2 and 3 to 4. Okay, so this I am going to simplify this. So negative is something which is I am taking it as a common. Okay, negative is something like it's absorbed. Okay, I can write it as a compression is a negative this thing. So I'm going to use this negative here. Okay, so I'm no more using that particular negative. I can write it as simply it is minus, that's it. Okay. What will happen? This will be, so this will be plus, I think. This will be plus, so it will be minus. So if I take this minus outside, 1 minute. I should have written one step, then I should have written that. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. If I take minus outside, this will be minus of n minus 1. Okay, I should have written P2 V2 minus P1 V1. Then I should have written minus, okay, minus P2 V3, then plus P1 V4. So now this minus is nothing but compression. As per this pattern, I'm not going to use that. Just simply I'm going to write graph of compression is equal to n by n minus 1 with P2 V2 minus P1 V1. Just our simplification, that's it. Minus n by n minus 1 into P2 V3. So plus into minus is minus. I can write P1 into V4. That's it. So this is one way of simplifying and writing that one is for the compression, other one is for the expansion. That's it. Okay. So this is how I'm writing. I'm going to take P1 V1 outside from this expression. Okay. Then I'm going to take P1 V4 from this expression outside. If I try to take, so therefore your work of compression will be WC is equal to n by n minus 1 into P1 V1. This will be equal to P2 V2 divided by P1 V1 minus 1, okay, minus n by n minus 1 into P1 V4 into P2 V3 divided by P1 V4 minus 1. Okay, this is a simplification, that's it. This is a simplification. So let me call this as, so some expression, if I call this as expression number 1, so this I can call it as expression number 2. Okay, so I'm calling it expression number 2. Now if you look at this expression, you have V2 by V1, V3 by V4. If you go back and check your PV diagram, V2 by V1 is your compression. Okay, and your V3 by V4 your expansion. Okay, I can write, say for example, what is the process actually? If the expansion and compression are according to PV to the power of n is equal to constant. Okay, if I write it like this, if the expansion and compression are as PV to the power of n is equal to constant, then I can write, okay, P1 V1 to the power of n is equal to P2 V2 to the power of n. Okay, or I can write V2 by V1 is equal to P1 by P2. So P1 by P2 whole to the power of 1 by n. Okay, or same thing, whatever we did, the similar fashion. Okay, for expansion, this is actually P3 V3 to the power of n is equal to P4 V4 to the power of n, or I can write V3 by V4 is equal to P4 by, okay, it's equal to P4 by P3. Okay, what is P4 by P3 to the power of 1 by n? So we know that P4 is equal to P1 and your P3 is equal to P2. Or I can write this one as P1 by P2 whole to the power of 1 by n. Okay, that's what I'm going to write. So if I go and substitute this in the equation number 2, what will happen to your compression actually? So therefore, your work of compression is equal to n by n minus 1 into P1 V1. So this is P2 by P1 into V2 by V1. I will write it as P1 by P2 whole to the power of 1 by n minus 1 minus of n by n minus 1 into P1 V4 into P2 by P1 into P1 by P2 whole to the power of 1 by n minus 1. Okay. Now what is it actually? This is actually P2 is equal to P to the power of 1 minus 1 by n. In the denominator it is P1 to the power of 1 minus 1 by n. I am going to end up with the same thing, n minus 1 by n. So I can write it as work of compression. I can write it as n by n minus 1 into P1 V1 P2 by P1 whole to the power of n minus 1 by n minus 1, okay, minus n by n minus 1 into P1 V4. Here also I am going to end up with P2 by P1 whole to the power of n minus 1 by n minus 1. Okay, so what is common this particular thing actually? This is for your compression, this is for your expansion. So whenever I have this particular thing, or if you want, I can common this. What are the common I can take? So if you look at it, what is common here? So the common here is actually this quantity and n minus 1. This is common. So I can simplify this. So I can write it as the work of compression is equal to n by n minus 1, which is common. Then P2 by P1 whole to the power of n minus 1 by n minus 1, which is common, into P1 into V1 minus V4. Okay, this is the expression for your compression, for maybe expression for work done with for a reciprocating single stage reciprocating compressor with clearance volume. Now what is this V1 minus V4? Okay, V1 minus V4 is the delivery volume. So V1 minus V4 is the delivery volume. Don't confuse with the clearance volume. If you want, you can go here. Okay. So V1 minus V3 is the clearance, is the stroke volume. So V1 minus V4 is the delivery volume. So that is the amount of fluid that's actually getting delivered. Okay, you have a clearance volume, you have a delivery volume. So V1 minus V4 is the delivery volume. So if you want, you can write this as VD. So this particular quantity is your VD. It's not divided by, so that is your VD. So that is the delivery volume. That is the amount of fluid or air which is getting delivered from your compressor. Okay. Now this is the expression for it actually. So now all these things are based on your air is the working substance. So air being the working substance, we are trying to use it. Is that clear? Hello? Any doubts?
No, sir, no doubt.
Is it clear now? Fine. So we'll stop
Yes, sir.
here.
Yes.
Stop at this point.